Hello and welcome to Squibblenuts videos, where today I'm going to start off a new figure hopefully from scratch. Let's just get this out of the way. That's that. And send up my picture page. Now today we're going to try and I want to do an hour-long special. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try and get it sorted today. And we're going to start off with a head, as I normally do. Try and get a bit rough that. Start again. I must say that it's very cold today. It's the weather they predicted, a bit of snow, extremely cold winds, and it is absolutely freezing in here today. So if my lines are a bit shaky, I'm going to say it's because I'm bloody cold, because it's the only explanation really. I'm going to step back in like that. Too much angle in that one. I didn't want to go that way, and maybe that's too much. I don't know. I'm trying to get this character so that she's standing in a certain stance, and she's sort of flowing that way with her chest, I think, and then her hips down here. Bring her legs out. I think I'll go straight down with the legs, and so I'm using my fuzzy brush to get a quick sketch of the character, who's sort of standing in a stance which is so she's sort of getting herself ready for action, ready for battle. I've got 1/4 inch down for the neck, and the shoulders will be here like so, and then this one I'm going to have an arm going down here to about the waistline, and then out this way for the wrist and hand, which I will put in there, and the other arm I shall just go straight down here with this to try and get sort of in line with her hips, sort of hand there. The elbow will be in with the waist again, in line with the waist, and then that's basically it. That's her stance. Gonna cover in armor and give her a sword. Give her a sword this time, and put it across both legs there. I think just about there, just above the knee. Should be around about there somewhere, and the other one around about there somewhere. So there we've got our pose and our shape, and everything's okay. So I'm going to save this, save regularly, because you never know when something's going to shut down on you, and you don't want that to happen in the middle of your program. So we'll just do that. So we've got that saved. So if my program does collapse on me, I've got what I've done so far saved, so I can go straight back into it and not worry too much about it. That's going to be a sort of groin region, and she's got her waist there, and her chest will come in here, giving her room for her arms each side. We've got the 1/4 inch her head down for the neck, which is going to be down here like so. And also I'm going to make her an elf, so I'm going to put some pointy ears round about there. Obviously her eyes are going to be in that region, but normally her ears come from the top of the eyes to the lips, yes, to the mouth. Bottom of the ear usually lines up with the mouth, so we're going to put that roughly marked there, and then obviously she's got a nose. And so I'll be doing this hour-long special because I want to do a drawing from beginning to end again, but I want to do it in like one big video rather than have several. So we'll get a waist in there, keep a nice and slimish sort of shape. She's sort of standing there waiting, getting herself mentally prepared for battle. Maybe her head's a little bit too angled, but we can alter that later. At the moment we just want to get her basic shaping, her legs coming down here, right to the knee, and that one there also going down, the gap between her legs, so she's got a nice stance there. And then we'll bring that one down. It's only rough, so don't worry too much about it. It's just to get you a rough idea of what position she's standing in. And her arm is going there, tucked behind her shield, which we will put up in a minute. I'm thinking perhaps an L shape like that. I might bring it in a bit there, but roughly that shape. You won't be able to see the back of the shield, that part of the shield, because it's behind her body, and you can see the inside. She'll have a strap there, and perhaps a strap near the arm, corner of the arm, or the elbow. So it's got a nice, she's got a nice hold to that shield. And we'll bring the strap down here somewhere, and this one just in this tight little bit here. Right, so that's that, and then I will have to increase the size of this page to get the helmet in there, so I'll quickly do that. Go to image, adjust image, not image, yes it is image, isn't it? Canvas size, put an extra 100 on there for now, it doesn't matter. Oh, wrong one. Reduce that to an extra 100. Now it gives it relative, so tick the relative, say OK, so that now a lot bigger. So she's disappeared into my canvas now. Let's just see if we can find where she's gone. No, she's not on that way, she must be on this way. Ah, there she is, right. I got her back. Sorry about that, I hadn't counted on her being so tall, but her helmet is going to be quite tall, coming from her head like that, and then I want to get her helmet in like so. I might be leaning a bit too much, but roughly like that. And I'm going to put some sort of holder for the plume I wanted to put on top. That's why I should have made my paper bigger. I didn't realise she was at least another 2 heads tall on top of a normal head for the little pommel I want to put up here, like this. And obviously that will have some sort of mane coming out of it, I think, like that. Here we go, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, nearly up already. It's coming down the side of her hair like that, and then she'll have her helmet down here, and I'm thinking of a nice V shape into her head there, and a bit of the side of the helmet down here and down here. Sorry about the noisy traffic today, but not much I can do about that. So there's her head standing there. We have some sort of cape on, so we'll have some sort of cape coming out of here, and then obviously the cape coming out the side, and then her hair will be down here over her shoulder like so, and then the plume of her hair from her helmet will come down here, and her hair will be coming outside here. Her natural hair will be coming outside here. Right, let's going to work on that at the moment. So we've got the helmet, we've got the shield, we've got the sword in position. The cloak could be coming out this way, flowing from her ankles and around like that, something like that. And you wouldn't see the other one because it's buried. I'm thinking of some sort of armour on the legs again, on here, so coming out this way like a couple of shields, if you like, on her legs. That's one, and then we'll have one underneath that, coming down here, like so. And obviously on the other side we'll have the same again, coming from a slight angle so you won't see much of it, up here like that, and then obviously the other one same again, going round her leg like so. Here's the breastplate, so we've got the breastplate here, so we've got the top of the breastplate there, and then it swoops that way, and then we'll have another one for the other side. Obviously she'd look a bit abnormal if she didn't have another one, like that. And then on the arm we'll put some shields on there like so, and bring that out. I've gone past there 11 minutes, so I'm going to stop the video here and come back in a few minutes. Right, so we're back, and I'm breaking it into 10 minutes because I want to keep it under control. Should one of the programs break down on me, I've got a copy of that video. I must get a copy of the program actually. I must remember to do that, otherwise I lose what I've done so far, and that's not good. Let's hope it saves. Should do. No reason why it shouldn't. There's a flicker there, and back to, now we're back. She's come back, good. All's well so far. So, and then I'm thinking perhaps, I don't know, I should put another one in there. Yeah, I think I might put another one in there, give her that a second layer, and then maybe a little one in between there, like so, like that. Oh, sorry about that. It's trouble, you're sitting down, you get itches, and you have to scratch them. We have some what do they call them? Greaves, I believe they call them greaves. Down here on the other bottom half of her leg. We might put some armour over the toes. Oh, excuse me, toes of her boots, like so. And we'll go into more detail on that when we get down to it. At the moment we just want to get the shape in, maybe have some backings to her leggings there, and then we'll have a bit more detail on them later on. But at the moment we just want to get those bits in, some sort of decoration on those at some point. At the moment I just want to get the arm might be a bit too far out actually. I might bring it arm down here a bit. It's too far up, I think, so we'll change the position of that arm. These are things you have to do when you're drawing. You have to keep changing things all the time. There's my plus button, there it is. Get that bigger so we can see it. Well, I can see it, and not necessarily you can see it, because you don't always see what I see, because the camera recording equipment doesn't show you what I'm doing certain times. So we've got a elbow roughly about the waist. I think I'm looking a bit long, but it should be going up there, shouldn't it? That's it. And we'll rub that out. We're still trying to get the basic shape as quickly as possible, so we don't spend too much time on that. And we'll put some greaves on our arms, or gauntlet type greaves there. Maybe not necessarily attached to her hand, but definitely on the arm there. And obviously you've got her arm coming out here. Get that down. So I think we've got enough information for it. Well, perhaps another couple of plates for the top part of the chest there, and make that into a place going down across her neck like that, like so. And I'll say I've got the shields on her arms, which you also have on this side, but you won't be able to see them just yet very well in this rough account of what we're doing. And then we're going to bring her shield armour on the arm shields or shoulder shield armour in there. Got the leg shield in right there. I need to bring that round a bit more, a bit fatter so we can see it. Ain't all the hiding around the back, do we? I think we've got enough information there to be able to have a bit of a clean up now. So when we get to 20 minutes I shall stop again, and it's a little bit big. Let it down just in case I start rubbing out things I don't want to rub out. And I'll get rid of that elbow joint there, but once we clean it all up we'll have a look at the detail a bit more then, and see what we've got when we've cleaned it all up. Get rid of that rubbish under the arm there. Get rid of that middle line, don't need that, or that one, or the neck one now. I'll cover up them bits so you can see her shoulders coming down there, which will probably end up being part of the cloak. And we've got a head going the right way, it's a nice pointy chin. Nose will be different anyway, so I'm going to rub the face out because I don't like that showing me that, and I'll get rid of this because I don't need that now. We've got the head in there. Get rid of that piece in the middle there, get rid of that elbow joint, don't need that now, nor that, or the pelvic bit, get rid of that as well. And then we'll get rid of the knee points, we don't need them anymore, and the leg bits there, and the body bit there, we'll get rid of that. So she's starting to look a bit something now. Clean that helmet out a bit there. Get rid of that arm line, and then we'll have to do the hand again, so I'll rub that out, yeah, it's looking good. A few squiggly lines here that shouldn't be there, get rid of them, we can draw them in again. There's the shield, make sure we don't lose the definition of the shield. Yeah, get rid of that bit as well, I think. We're losing the shield there, shape. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Clean up. Got the leg bits, we'll get rid of those bits inside of the cleaves there. Clean up the cleaves a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm doing down here, I'll leave that till later. Get rid of those pieces out there. Right, now we need to get the sword back in there, so the handle's going up here. Like that, with perhaps a little pommel on the top. Getting there slowly but surely, that's not too bad. So that's what I would do. I'd get my basic shape up there. That's a muscle really there, going up there. We've got that in there, we've got the breastplate going across there, that might be a bit too much. I might bring something down here and down there, like a bit like eyes. But they'll probably be like sort of overlapping the breastplate as such. I do some sort of pattern on here and on this, on these. Get some pattern in there. And we've got the shield, the inside of the shield maybe in there, so that looks so big. That's it. Let's just quickly save, and we've got another minute left of this bit, and then we'll stop the video again. Excuse me, it's very cold as I said today, I keep shivering, but hopefully it will come back online. That's it, we're back on scratch. Yeah, we're back to the main thing again. So that's sort of, I think I need now to come out of this rough mode. Put that arm back in there where I've rubbed it out, and probably put a bit more hips on her up here. But I think as far as the well, I don't know, I might put something here actually. I might have a, give her a belt around there, put lines for a belt, and then some sort of buckle maybe there. And then I like the idea of this cloth that goes down the front. I do like that, and I put in a V shape like that. and bring that down like so. Well, maybe so much angle next time, but it's just to get a gist of it. And then this cape coming out between her legs like so. Now the feet will have to be reshaped and what have you. And this one's more of a, that's it, more in line with her body. We won't see any of that because it's covered by this, which I think will go up to the belt with that. It's got to be held on something, doesn't it? It makes sense, doesn't it? Because how can I say, makes something, the impossible possible is what fantasy is all about. So really and truly we could get away with it not attached to anything really, but it helps us to visualize it better. We do it like if it can face, you know, like doesn't defy gravity and things like that, because we know that would not go right, it wouldn't seem right. I'm going to have a nose sort of on its side here, but not completely on the side. That sort of there, and then her eyes will be nice big eyes going up there. Put those in so I know where they are. And then her mouth down here, just a straight forward mouth like that. Let's not forget them ears going up there. I seem to have lost that ear there somewhere. They're a little bit harder, but anyway, that's okay. And then the helmet's okay. Got the helmet there coming around that way, and I think I'll put some decoration on that, perhaps a V in there, a V up there. But anyway, this stuff we can do with oh, I've gone over the 10 minutes again. I'm just going to pause it and I'll be right back. Right, welcome back. I just thought I'd pause it because I know what it's like. This machine does tend to collapse on me and the program shuts down and I can't do nothing about it. Once it's done that, I can't get it back, so we'll keep saving just to make sure. Sorry it's an inconvenience for you, but it means I've got time to have a look, let you look at what I'm doing, and also allows me a chance to get my head in gear, so to speak. And it's back now. I'm back down to there. But anyway, we'll move her up again. Now we need to do some detail lines, so we'll go to my other brush, which I like to use. This is the 3 pixels of pencil, and I've lost my brush again. There it is, so small. Need to size it up. There it is. Now we can start getting down to some nitty gritty. Now when I get to the 30 minutes we'll have to save again, but I'm thinking arm there, and we'll lose that arm into that. I think that chest is wide enough for her. I might bring that out a bit. That's a bit too big, that. Let's take it down slightly. That's where it disappears, so we better zoom in a bit now to get closer detail, and we can see better. Yes, that's much better. I mean, the guides are only there as a guide, so don't say, oh, you've gone off your line there, but I've decided that's too far this way, it's too big, it's not equal enough, so I'm going to bring that one over to this one a bit. I mean, it's never going to get it absolutely perfect. I think I want to cut across there, jump that out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. So a lot of these decisions I make are made on the spur of the moment, and if you find yourself doing that a lot, then that's good, because it means you're changing things, you're giving yourself a better perspective of what you're trying to do here. And I usually start with the head normally, so oh, excuse me, phone's ringing again. Right. Sorry about that, but every now and again I get these stupid phone calls from these what do they call them, PPI rubbish. They keep phoning up on automatic phone calls, and they're really annoying, and I still haven't been able to get rid of it. I've been trying, but for some reason they do not want to give up. Well, I know why, because they're looking for trying to make money, but at my expense. I'm getting annoyed with it, you know. They keep ringing me through every day. I get at least 3 of those calls per day, and they're very annoying. Anyway, let's not distract from what we're doing here. We're trying to get a line across there, like so, and this one should be going slightly up like that, and then across. I think I'm going to do it across like that, so we can put our arm through there, and that piece of the arm through there, join that in there. As I say, I normally start with the head, and I really want to do that because it gives you, if you get a good start on something like this, you know, everything seems to be going well and you're getting the shape you want and the look you're after to start with, then it makes it easier to do the rest. So I can't for 30 minutes already. God, time's going fast. Try and get this in one shot, if you like. Sort of like I put a frame around this helmet like so. There you go. It's nowhere near really. But, get that over there. What I do is I pick out the shape I want, like so. It might not look very much at the moment, but as you've seen from my other drawings and that, I will sort it all out, and what I do is I go back in. Once I've got a rough idea of what I want, I go back in and I tidy it up, you see, make it nice. Before I move on to the next part, I will work on this part until I get it just the way I want it. Like that. I want that to point up there, and I want a little point up there. I don't necessarily want it that high. But you can see I've left a little bit behind, which is just enough to guide me for the next section that I want to do. And I can change the shape. I want that line down there. I want that to go up there and not in there, so I want to clear that out. Try and get a nice shape to that helmet. Here we go. That's that one. And then clean that one out. That looks pretty good, but I don't want it that thick. I'll just thin out my lines as much as possible so it looks nice and ornate. Now I can come back and mess around with it later should I need to. And then I can sort of clean up this bit, use that as a guide as well. Use the rough lines and just rub them a bit out. It's like working in reverse, I suppose. You're looking at your rough scale, but you're actually going to use it as a line. So you can take that out and then go over it again with your pen or your pencil roller, and then we can put in our ear. Just going to the helmet like so, and that one exactly the same into the helmet like so. That's it, and we can redraw this now. We've got a better shape to that. As you can see, it's a lot better now than it was originally. Get that line down there so we see the helmet's there, and then we've got this helmet line that go around. It's sort of almost like an egg shape, really, I suppose. Up here I want to get like a V, and then an archway like that, an arch shape like that, and then we'll do this column on top of that into the helmet, and get a curve up there because we want like a high tall pommel handle, like a handle on top of her head. Of course the hair will come out of this pommel at the top here. This plume will come out, that's a plume, will come out the top of her head like that. So let's see how many time we're on. 30. I'm going to stop the video for a second. Be right back. Oh, it's come back. Good. I was going to lose it now, but I saved for a while, so I'll quickly save. It's more for my benefit than yours. You won't have to do that because you're not video recording, and that does tend to mess me about. So hopefully this will come back and start working again. Yep, great, fantastic. So all's well. Rubber, on rubber, so that's alright. I have to keep checking myself because I can tend to forget what I'm on at times when I'm so involved in trying to think outside of the box as well as in the box, if you know what I mean. Sort of trying to get these shapes right. I want to get a nice shape to that. That's a bit better. It's not as high as I wanted to go. Trying to keep them all the same sort of level, so maybe I should go up there like that. That's better. If you do it thick enough like so, looks like I don't know what, a pair of boobs. In a way it is, I suppose, but it's not quite. I want to get that round a bit more. See, having the scribble brush is handy because it gives you that shadow in the background that you can use to create shapes with in your mind. So now I can build that in. It isn't lost, if you know what I mean. That's it. I'm trying to get that. That'll have to need some more work. So I was talking and videoing at the same time. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I try and do my best for you and keep it all in. Obviously, I've only got half an hour left, which is constantly on my mind, the time I'm spending on a certain topic or subject. But I mean, once you've done part of this, like if I only managed to do the head in this hour video, then it's the same for the rest of it. You just got to keep going on doing the same thing, getting those lines in and finishing it off to a standard that you're happy with. Right, that's that, and that's going back down into the helmet there. I've got a few lines to show it's a plume, although they probably won't be like that when I finish, because what I would probably do is rub that out like so, get back the pen and then just put a little curve on that, yeah, so you get that nice radius. It doesn't look very nice flat like that. You want things to stick up and stand out, so you go back and just plonk them out like that and redo them. But you've got the rough idea already, so you ain't altering it all. You've only got to alter the bit that you are messing around with, basically. And we'll do another one just to show you what I'm talking about. And that's flat as a pancake there. As far as I'm concerned, the plume should be sort of like pluming out. So if we put that one there, we can then put that curve in there and make that look like it's pluming out. And as the gravity pulls it down, obviously it probably will stay flat, so we won't do any more to that. And we'll clean that up a little bit now. Get rid of all this. I suppose there's a slight blue tinge to my screen, but I haven't had time to mess around with my settings. But it's quite a nice little blue tinge, so it doesn't hurt to leave it in. At the moment it's not bothering me. It's just I know it's there, and anyone says, "Oh, you've got a blue tinge to your screen." Well, I know it's there, and I will get around to sorting out my what do you say, colour scheme. Because I only just set this computer up. It's a new computer that someone gave me, and I haven't worked out how to change this, that and the other. Time being as short as it is, I don't always have the time to mess around with these things, so I'm going to put a little gemstone in there, I think. Give it a bit of character, because I love that bit of characters. I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple if you want to, or make it as difficult as you like. It's up to you, but I'm going to save again in a second because I don't want to lose what I've just done. So I'll go up and save that, and then we'll get back to the drawing once it decides to work again. It's the only way it's changing, it's saving the point, as I say. Clear out those ears. I've got the clear on, so clear out those ears now. Slowly get rid of your shadow. We'll put shadows back in, but that's after we've finished the drawing. I don't do the shadows till after I've created the picture. I get the shadows at the beginning because of the setup, but once I've got the setup going and it's all working, then I just rub them all out. They're only there for guide after all, like this bit here, and if it needs a shadow there, I will put a shadow back in there afterwards. But at the moment I like my picture to be all clear, so I can see exactly what I've done and how much I've done on it, as you can see, like that. So clear all that out. That's looking pretty good now. Obviously there'll be another one. Put my pen on it. There'll be other lines coming down here. Put those in and one down. Oh, that went a bit wonky. I'll do that again. Just rub it out and put it in. There you go. Let's put that back as well. That got rubbed out. Lost the definition of the helmet there a bit. I'm not sure, I'm 100% sure I like that helmet shape, but it's sometimes you can't tell until you finish the whole drawing whether the shape suits what you wanted, or is where you wanted it, or how you wanted it, I should say. And I'll probably put a little shape in there, like a diamond shape or something like that. Yeah, that'll do. I could go in and clean it up later, because I would then going the third time I would clean up and go in and do the detail better. You know, like I've just put that diamond in, but it's not perfect, so I would go in and change that. It's not quite the way I wanted it, but it's show that I've got to put it in there. It helps me not forget to actually put it in there. Like this jewel here, if I hadn't put it there I would have forgotten about it and probably not done it, and then I would be annoyed with myself because I think, oh damn it, I didn't put that gem back in and I might not do it, and it gets left. And we're on 38, a couple of minutes yet for this 10 minutes, so we've got to have the pen back, and then we'll put some hair down here like so. Now we need to get these eyes in. Our eyes, I normally put them at slant for elves because they just look better, I think, slightly angled like that, because they've got their eye, that elf eye that I like. I mean, you could do them normal, but I don't think it would look elfish. It would just look like a normal human being, I suppose. The nose has got to come down a bit more. Bring the nose down a bit nearer to the lips because they're too far away. Put a couple of nostrils in there, and then I just put a little curve in it. Oh, got a runny nose there. I will take that out. That's it, and then we'll clean that up a bit. So you're constantly going in and out, cleaning up and going back in again. I say this is an hour special. I mean, if an hour's not long enough, I might even consider doing another hour on the same figure, if that's what sort of thing you want to see. But I'm not sure you do. Until you tell me otherwise, I won't know. Where's my pen gone again? There it is. I lost my pen. Sometimes it disappears on the picture. You can't see it, but you can see my yellow cursor moving around, but I can't see that because it has disappeared on my machine. So it's not very good in a way. There's much I can do about that. It's just the way this thing works. Got the cape coming in there, somewhere in there. And also got the cape coming in here. Bring that round that way. I think I'll put in the neck like so. Give it a nice curve there. And then we've got all these bits of cape coming in, which I was going to put up there, and just put another one there, I think, like so, and it will ride over the back probably, like so, and ride over the back there like that. You can always alter these things afterwards, but at the moment I just want to get that done. Now I'll do the dip there and bring that round to a nice mouth like that. So it's not brilliant, but it's a start, and the eyebrows are going to be under the helmet, so you ain't going to see much of them anyway. That one you might, but a curve on at the end. I can always just say go back in and mess around with that, make it nice, and that one needs to be. So there you go, 1140 gone over. Right, I'm just going to save this and stop the video for a second, and then we'll carry on, because I don't want us to lose what I've done, as I said before, when it comes back, that is. So it gives me a chance to stop and quickly look at what's going on with the video, and make sure everything's coming back the way I want it. And that nose is going to have to go in a bit, I think, more shapely. But so it's going to take longer than an hour. I haven't done these videos before. I don't know how long it's going to take to do it, but I'm learning, and eventually I'll be able to work out exactly how long to put these videos on for, and how long it's going to take to do a job like this. So I want to show you all the way through, but it could take several hours to get this right on video, to draw it all in. But I'll put that down there. There's a part of the cape coming over, part of the armour there. That's the armour, isn't it? The shoulder armour that they've got on this arm here. I'm going to bring that in a bit more, like so, because I want it more shapely. The bigger it is, the better it looks, I think, in that sense. You can understand what I'm saying. You've got the hair going down there, so that's not so bad. Perhaps a bit more on there. You want to see that bit, but that's that. And we'll clear that out, so have a bit of a clean up. Let's go up a bit size. That's it. Saved, and we're gone to 43. But as you can see, it's mostly the same over and over again. You've got to add obviously the bits and pieces that you want to put into it, but it's basically just carrying on doing the same thing, really, going through it, getting your right shapes that you want. When you're happy with that shape, you move on to the next shape. The next piece you're going to do, I want to get this piece across the chest here, because it goes from that armour there slightly up at an angle and then back down, I think. I don't want it dead straight. I don't like dead straight lines. If I can avoid them, I will, because I think it adds a bit of character to the figure that way. Yep, that'll do fine. I'll rub that bit out there, and so far my program has not stopped me from working, and I haven't had to mess around too much. Hopefully it will stay that way. We want to get some more hair coming down from the plume, going over the back there like that, because they're a long plume. I think I'm going to have a long plume down the back, or down her back. Get the ears in, shape those ears a bit more, because I like the ends to sort of shape round a little bit. And so I hope this video is not boring you too much. But I'm going to do another save, and then I'm going to stop for a few minutes just to make sure I don't lose up to what I've got. So if I come back, I will keep coming back until it's done, and then I can sort of keep uploading hour bits of it. If I do it in 10-minute sections, it's gonna I'd rather do it in one video, obviously, if I can, and I will gradually just keep going, and then I can just put the video in hour long slots. I can coming out there, I think, and then it's this dark bit there. I think we'll just give it a bit of a character there to that. The cloak going over the back there. Bit more shape to it. This is rather a complicated one, really, for this what I'm trying to do here, but I think it needed to be done. I was going to rub it out, but I realised I want to darken that in because it's all hidden in there, the shadow. We can always rub it out if we don't like it, and this bit here, a bit more shadow around that as well, I think, so that makes it too close together, and cut across there, I think, get that bit coloured in as well. And I was doing this one, wasn't I? Doing this line here. I think I might have to change the shape of that shield on there, the shoulder shield, because I think it's too high. Yeah, so change the shape of that. Now we'll clear out that so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to lower that down because it's looking a bit too high there compared to the other side. So you're constantly looking round in all directions to see what's lining up and what isn't, otherwise you end up with a boob up here and a lips down here. You know, you've got to keep constantly looking around to make sure you ain't wandered off. 47. Right. Well, as the video's still going, I'm going to carry on, and I will get round to shadowing later. As I said, I just want to get the shapes right first. That's her hair as well, so we'll clear that out. Put some lines in for the hair so we don't forget that's the hair and not part of the armour or something, or the cloak. It's keeping a check of all the different things that you're doing at the same time. We know that's her hair again in there, so we can perhaps clean that out, put some strands in to show that it's hair, so we don't forget that that is actually hair. There's a hole in there to give light through there, so we'll put some lines in to do hair, like so. They don't have to be perfect, they've just got to be facing, and this one's going to go round and then down, like so. That's where all your practicing, where you're doing your parallel lines, keeps you in line with everything, and that way you don't lose it. That's it. And I'll put the helmet back in there a bit. That's it. So we've got the plume, we've got the hair, we've got the face, and it's 48. I'm going to pause the video, do another save. Sorry about having to do this all the time for you, but when I go over the 10 minutes it could crash and I would lose what I've done so far. And I don't want to do that. So helmet headgear's falling off my head, and that's that. And then we can clean round a bit. We do every so often have a little clean up, smarten up your lines, get all your features nice and clear. So you know exactly. She doesn't look very stern, does she? She looks a bit sad. I think she looks a bit sad. I might have to change the expression on her face a little bit, because it is a bit out of character. She's a brave warrior, she wouldn't be looking scared. Well, I don't know, maybe she would. Maybe she's petrified. That's not quite right. I'm going to change the shape of that a bit more. Rub that a little bit out. Let's see if I can get... I wasn't so cold. My hands are feeling the cold sitting here. You know, all legs have gone numb from the cold, which I didn't want to do. I'll have to stop in a little while anyway and have a some lunch and have a warm up. Of course this is not good. Close it down. 1:50, we've got another 10 minutes left, so I shall just quickly pause the video and I'll be back pronto. Okay, I'm back, and just had a bit of a warm myself up a bit and get myself a bit more comfortable, as I was tending to feel it a bit there, sitting there for so long. You get a little bit on the chilly side, sitting still in a cold house. Well, it's not that cold, but it's cold enough at the moment, what with the weather being so bad. Hopefully it will improve. Oh, need to get that out of there. I'll keep that helmet shape. That's it, I need to go in and zoom in for that bit and do all this in detail. What I'll do is I will zoom in this last 10-minute session and get right in there so I can see exactly what's going on, and then I can really get to town on cleaning it up. If I can stop shivering, shouldn't be too bad. Now I've had a little bit of a run around and warm myself up a bit. I'll try and get that more radius. Don't need to be that sharp at this close range. When you're in close close proximity, I should say the word, I'm looking for the right words. If I stop talking for some reason, it's because I'm searching for the right words. It's not because I've got a stutter or anything like that, I'm just trying to think ahead. But yeah, you can't do that when you're drawing. Well, I can't. Maybe others can do it, I can't. But I like to, I'm not one for thinking on my feet really. I sort of just do it and get on with it and think nothing of it. But in this case I can't do that because I've got to talk to you, or you won't know what I'm doing. I won't know where I'm going with this. So I'm doing my little chat now. Now I shut up for a few seconds there just to prove a point. You haven't got a clue what I'm doing then, have you? So I'm just going to try and tart this up a bit so it's looking neater. So when you pull back out of the picture, which I'll do in a moment, you will see the difference in the detail lines and stuff. I mean, I'll put shadows back under their eyes, but definitely needs clearing up here so you can see it better. It does come out better when you're cleaned up a bit. The line's pretty thick there because that's like a double thick layer of armour there. I'll try and smooth up these lines. 53, so we've got time yet to get this first hour special in, and I will come back with this one and do another hour video for you. So we'll complete this together as one, and you can let me know what you think. If you don't think it's, you can't be bothered to sit there for an hour and watch me draw, then fine, I will do it, and you don't have to watch it. But I will be doing these hour specials every so often anyway. I decided that would be a good thing to be able to get more done. I'm trying to struggle in those 10 little minutes that seem to disappear like snow in a warm day, but then I'm just showing you in this hour one each time is how I get on. I won't do any more which isn't on video, so I will start another character if I have to do a short video, but I think from this one alone you should get quite a bit of information visually. So right, we've got a few minutes, so let's bring her back out and see if she looks any better. Just put that there where she tends to disappear. Not looking too brilliant at the moment, and the body's totally out of shape at the moment still, but the head's coming along. It's not perfect by any means. I want to do a few more tweaks here and there, and I will add probably change the shape of the nose, or I might change the shape of the ears, I don't know yet, or even the helmet, I really don't know yet. But you can see from this that that's what you have to do. You have to get your shapes, get your bits all in. Nothing's written in stone, so you can always change it. So I want to make sure that arm doesn't get forgotten. I'll find my mouse. There it is. There's another shield under there. I'll leave that line there. I think it's something else. So try. That's why I'm saying clean up, because you might confuse yourself with lines that you put down for your rough sketch, and that will mess you up. So you don't want to be doing that. Then we can go back in again and get some more detail sorted. As we've got 4 minutes, we can just clean her up, get rid of all the rubbish out of her face. Maybe clean out the eyebrows. She's got one eye smaller than the other, but I think we better bring that one in, I think, rather than take that one out. That's better. She looks a bit puppy-eyed, puppy dog eyes, instead of a sort of more serious look to her face. That's better. And I'll rub that ear off. It's a bit too pointed there, for my opinion. Clear that off. I'll clear that out there. Right up there. And the face, I still think it should be a bit more sterner than that, so I'm going to bring that cheek in so she don't look so rounded, basically, because I think she's more a warrior. She'd be more stronger features, like a stronger face. That might be a bit too much, actually. Let's go out a bit there and up there, and then we can rub that bit out quickly. 57. Keeping the time, getting an eye on the time, because it can fly away on you very quickly. If you're left alone to get on with it, you forget time is your enemy, basically. Time is definitely your enemy when it comes to drawing or anything you enjoy doing. Let's bring that jaw in a bit there, and that jaw in a bit there, so she's got a bit more stronger features. Right, so that's the time I've got, really. 58, couple of minutes left. I'm going to get this other shield in before I forget it's there. Bring it back a bit, and round, and then force that shield into that point there, keeping that point there. Just clear that out so we've got emphasis on the point. That's it. And then we can get rid of that one, because that's no longer needed now, because that was the original position. But I've changed it. I'm always changing it, and you will too. You'll find your drawings, when you do your own drawings, you really don't want that shape, and you change it. Do it to what you want it to look like. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. It's what you like that matters. Okay, so it's nearly time to say goodbye on this hour-long session, and I'll do another hour and carry on from this point, and I will show you that video next, when I've sorted this video out and got it up online. Okay, so I'll see you all next time, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've learnt a few things and picked up a few tips here and there, and hopefully we will join up in the next video, and we'll continue this figure. Right, bye for now. Squibblenuts out. Happy drawing.